Hi, welcome to our channel. This is the fifth part of the Ubuntu Minimal Install series. In the last part, we were able to update our newly installed Ubuntu 22 desktop. Also, we were able to install some programs using a script. Now, I will demonstrate how to set up hosts file for the purpose of DNS blocking. For the things needed, number 1, we need a laptop with a newly installed Ubuntu 22 desktop, preferably minimal installed. Number 2, some basic knowledge of Linux commands such as wget and cat. Let's go to the steps. Number 1, we need to log in as the sudo user. So let's do number 1. Here, the sudo user is ban. Let's input our password. And now we're logged in as the sudo user. Let's go to step number 2. Let's download our hosts file. Here, I have the link to my preferred hosts file. You can try to visit Steven Black Hosts or Google Steven Black Hosts and choose based on your preferences. You can choose whatever hosts file you want to download. We're gonna use this to block or to avoid dangerous websites. So let's open up a terminal. Let's download the hosts file inside the downloads folder. So first we'll go to the downloads folder. Next, we'll type this line of command: wget and then the URL. We can now press enter. Once downloaded, let's check by typing ls. And there's the file. Now we move on to step number 3. First, we need to back up our original hosts file. After backing it up, we will copy the contents of the host file that we have downloaded to our original host file. So let's go to the /etc directory. Let's clear the screen and then type cd etc. Now let's type ls -la pipe rep hosts. This is our original host file. We need to make a backup of this. To do that, here's the command: sudo cp hosts space hosts.bak. This command will copy hosts to hosts.back. This doesn't exist yet, but the copy command will automatically create it. So let's try it. Sudo cp hosts.bak. Press enter. Now let's try to use the previous command: ls -la pipe rep hosts. So here is our original host file, and this is the backup file. we will just alter the original file. To do that, we'll use this command, cat, and then the path to the previously downloaded host file. The output of this command will be directed or appended to the original hosts file. Okay, but before that, let's try to check what is the content of our original hosts file by typing cat -n hosts. Here we can see that there are only 9 lines of code. So if we will copy the contents of our downloaded hosts file and append it inside our original hosts file, it should become more than 9 lines. Okay, let's check what are the contents of the hosts file that we have downloaded. Let's go back to the downloads folder and then type cat and then hosts. Let's put a -n here to see how many lines it's got. As you can see, there are more than 230,000 lines inside our downloaded host file. So all this we need to append to our original hosts file. So to do that, this is the command, but before that, we need to type sudo su to become the root. So let's go back to the /etc directory. Let's clear the screen and then let's type sudo su. So now we're the root. Let's type cat and then the path to our downloaded hosts file. That is home, ban, downloads, and then hosts. Put a space and give it 2 sign, and then let's direct it to our original host file. Let's press enter and then let's exit. Let's go back to user ban. So this is the original host file with the appended lines from our downloaded hosts file. As you can see, there's a change in the file size. Let's try to read the contents. So as you can see, it appended more than 230,000 lines to our original file. So how does this work? For every website that you wanted to block, it will be mapped to 0000 or 0.0.0. So the moment you access a website included in this host file, it won't be able to connect to that website. So let's try it. Actually, I'm not that familiar with some of the websites included in this file, so let's try to include something that is familiar to all. Like, let's try to test this by blocking Google. Let's open our web browser and let's try to access Google. Okay, you can see I can access Google. Now let's try to block it by adding Google to our host file and map it to 0.0.0 IP address. Okay. Let's try to place it here. 0.0.0.0. Then google.com. 0.0.0.0. www.google.com. Okay, let's save the file. Control O, then Control X. Now let's try to open our web browser and try to access Google. Okay, www.google.com. Let's try Google. Okay, while waiting for the results, I'd like to show you something. Let's try to look for Steven Black hosts. A while ago, I told you that you can choose any host file based on your preferences. So here it is. You can choose this one or this one, all up to here. As for my preference, I chose this one. And to get the link, just copy the link here. Just right click and then copy link. And it will be the same with this one. Okay. So you can look and explore this. And you can take based on your own preferences. Okay, let's wait for this test. Okay, one test timed out. Let's wait for the other one. Okay, I think we've got our results. I think our host file blocked Google. So let's try to remove Google from our host file. Okay. Let's try to save it and exit the file. Now let's try to browse for Google. Okay, I think Google's back. And we're done with the tests. Hope you find this useful and thank you for watching.